you guys. We're going to do a tier list starters.
We'll see. From Gen 1 all the way to Gen 9.
Gen 1 all the way to Gen 9.
Yep.
We're going to see if we agree on stuff or don't agree.
Or fight over it.
Let's start with the Bulba. Start with Gen 1.
Bulba's S tier, dude.
He is definitely S tier. I think Kanto did a good job with all of theirs, and part of it's nostalgia, but also the designs I think are just classic. They're amazing.
Yeah, he's cool. He's like a toad or a frog, and he's got like a leaf on his back that grows into a flower. Like, that's a great idea.
It's gold.
It's gold, yeah. And I feel like that's originally where Leech Seed kind of like, I don't know if it's true where it came from, but like, first time I saw it on the anime, it was coming out of his back, and then it wraps on somebody and sucks the life out of him. That's sweet.
I believe it. All right, let's go to the next Kantomon, which is Charmander.
Charmander, I feel like he's either A or S. I feel like if most people are deciding, it's probably S tier. I would say he's my third favorite out of the Kantos.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a little baby dragon. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
He's a dino.
Now, here's the thing, though. I think that he's definitely up there, but to me, he's not on Bulbasaur's level. He's a little bit below. I think he's amazing, and I think that, like...
Fans are going to beat us up?
Sorry, well, guys. No. I don't care about that. I think, like, he's definitely one of the top guys, but I still don't feel like he's on Bulbasaur's level, so I'd put him in A.
Let's put him in A right now.
We can always change it.
We can move it, yeah.
All right. So we're going into my favorite Kanto starter, Squirtle. So he's definitely, for me, he's S tier.
Yeah, I agree. He's S tier for multiple reasons. I mean, he's got representation in Smash, which is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
In the Squirtle squad with the glasses, the anime, like, that's classic.
Oh yeah.
And he's just a turtle that evolves into a giant turtle with cannons on his back.
So I know for me personally, he's ahead of Bulbasaur, but for you, he's behind Bulbasaur, right?
Yeah, Bulbasaur's my favorite, but I mean.
So right now, we'll just put them next to each other right now. We can
thumb wrestle for it later.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Gen 2.
Gen 2's good, man. I really like Cyndaquil a lot. For me personally, he's my favorite out of that time period.
Okay.
At least for like the starters. He kind of reminds me of like a mouse almost, or like a rodent with fire on his back. I just think he's really cool. I think he's A tier.
I agree. I think A tier is a good spot for him. I think he's kind of there with Charmander as
a great fire type.
One of the best fire types that you can get.
Yeah.
So let's throw him in A tier for now.
Let's do it.
All right, water starter.
Totodile. A little crocodile. I think he's great. I love his design. I would say he's full of personality in the anime, which is really cool. I like that super happy-go-lucky kind of Pokemon. I would say A or B for me.
Okay.
What's your take on it?
So, for me, he's my favorite Gen 2 starter. So, I have him a little bit above Cyndaquil, so he's definitely at least an A for me. For me, he's probably maybe bottom S, top of A.
Okay.
I like that he's got kind of a more like cartoony like look
almost
and color.
Looney-toony,
like
in a way.
It's like a little bit more dramatic with the cartoony part, which I like personally. So I think since I would have him probably more like S-ish or so, we'll put him in A for now.
Okay.
Going in between there. And then the last Gen 2, we got Chikorita.
Yeah. Chikorita, Meganium is really cool. I'm just going to start off by saying that because Chikorita is not my favorite. I would say Chikorita is probably C for me. Personally, I think they didn't really put much into the design. It's just very like blobby. And then they're like, oh, let's give it some legs and a leaf on its head. It just seems like it's a little lackluster. There's not much to it for me personally.
So I used to agree with you.
Okay.
But I kind of like simplicity, almost like works in its favor. I feel like now. I feel like there's a lot of mons in more recent generations that have too much going on.
Really complex builds.
Yeah, and it's almost like kind of refreshing that it's very simple. When I think about like the Gen 1 starters, they're also kind of simple. And so like that's kind of a similar kind of styling to it. So I like Chikorita. I would say it's more like B for me.
Okay.
But we can
we
B,
can go
C
B.
range
Yeah, I said
think
BC, so B works pretty well.
All right, now we're going into Gen 3. Let's start off with the grass starter there, the Trico.
Trico, I'm a huge fan of Trico. I actually have a little Trico plushie. I think he's super cool. He's a little gecko. I can just see him like crawling on your back, and then running down your arm and like jumping onto a tree. He seems super acrobatic. I think he's great. I think he's either bottom of A or top of B.
Yeah, I don't like him quite as much as you. I do think his design's pretty cool. It's like one of the more like cool designs of the starters. And grass, I like that he's a little lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really cool.
Pretty sweet.
I would say for me he's more of a B. So we can
let's put him top of B. He's above Chikorita for sure. The thing about Trico is he starts off really cool, and Grovyle is kind of cool, and then Sceptile is just like,
Yeah, I kind of
feel
the
me.
same way.
All right, let's move on.
So we can go to the water starter, which is Mudkip.
Mudkip is pretty cool. I don't even know what animal he is supposed to be.
I don't really either.
I love Swampert, which is cool, but we're focusing on the first first forms. I think he's cool. I personally think he's above Chikorita, probably in that B tier for me. But yeah, that's kind of where I place him.
Again, kind of feel the same. We're agreeing on a lot of this stuff right now, but I kind of feel like Mudkip is really like a cute, and I know it's like a popular like kind of meme kind of pick now for a lot of people.
Yeah. Good typing.
Like for me, like I definitely like Squirtle and Toad are above Mudkip when I do this, so I definitely would agree and do a B tier on this, and put them right there for now, right in the middle of those guys.
Yeah.
And then the fire
Torchic?
Yep.
Yeah, the little fire chicken, man. He's cool. I think before we kind of like did a tier list separately, and I put him a little bit farther down than I think I would put him now. I actually do like him a lot. I do think he's really cool. And he's just like, just a little cutie. He's kind of chirping around. So yeah, I'd probably put him in B as well.
Yeah, I kind of think he fits in that range also. He's a little bit less like intimidating, which isn't a bad thing. He's a little more like kind of just cutesy. But I think it works, and I think all the generations so far that we've done are pretty great. Like each guy has been pretty great. So where do you think he kind of in this range here somewhere?
Yeah, in front of. I think he's either above Mudkip for me personally, or above Chikorita. I think Trico's my favorite out of those, but.
Okay, let's go to the Gen 4 with the Turtwig.
Turtwig. I do like that he's a turtle.
Grass turtle, that's pretty cool.
Grass turtle, it's pretty cool.
He's a little dopey looking.
He's a little,
but it's cute.
He's a little derpy. He's cute. I don't know if I like the leaf that's on his head, personally. Yeah. I think it looks a little too derpy for me. I like the way he looks, but then they add that and it kind of throws me off. So I think he'd be in C for me.
Yeah, I definitely think he's below, for me, he's below everything we've done so far. I know you with Chikorita might be in kind of that same range, but for me, he's below, so we'll put him in the C tier for now.
Put him in the C tier. Chimachar, dude. Chimchar is cool. I think Chimchar, he's a little fire monkey, which is awesome. Seems like super rambunctious. A little bit of a little wild guy. I would probably put him in B tier for me. I think he's above He's above Mudkip for me.
Yeah.
But
he's definitely a B tier guy for me. I personally think he's kind of towards the bottom of the B tier, though. I would say he's like I'd probably actually have Chikorita and Mudkip flipped here, and I'd have Chimchar ahead of Mudkip, but behind Chikorita. But it's kind of in the same range. So
you can put him at the end if you want.
I mean, it doesn't. We can just throw him in right here for now.
Yeah, we can arrange him later.
And then let's go into Piplup.
Piplup is awesome. The kind of thing that's a bummer for me is I didn't really play this one too much.
Okay.
But I actually like the starters fairly well, and watched Piplup on the anime, and I think she's hilarious. Her in Pokemon Snap is really cute and awesome, sliding on her belly and stuff. I think she's really cool. I think she's actually, for me, this might surprise you, but top of B tier, maybe A tier.
It's not surprising at all because I actually agree with you.
Nice.
I actually agree with you. For me, is definitely above Trico. And again, for me, I would probably say like Totodile is probably a little low for me, but
we can move him.
But it's still kind of in that same, like, I think bottom of A tier for Piplup, honestly.
I agree. Nice, dude. I thought we'd be fighting a lot more for this. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we still got a little bit left,
Yeah,
and this is going to be getting interesting here. So, what do we got for Snivy?
I am not a huge fan of Snivy. He just looks bored. He looks annoyed. He's always got like the half glazed eyes.
Looks a little snobby.
Yeah, a little snobby. You know, he thinks he's too good for me. Like you can't train me. You think you're good enough for me? I'm like, dude, get down to C tier, man.
Yeah, I think he belongs down in the C tier. I actually think he's under Turtwig.
Yeah, me too.
For me, but
I don't like him.
Yeah, not a fan.
I mean, he's okay.
He's better than some of these that we'll get to, but
yeah,
for me. And then we got Oshawott.
Oshawott's amazing. I put him mid B tier. For me personally, he's just a little otter, and I think he's super cute.
Okay, this is our first big disagreement here because I do not like this design. It's like the ugly duckling or the black swan or whatever. It's like
that's why you love him, dude.
I don't though. He's
got a lot going on. I can see with like his body, like being like that blue, and then like
the head's white.
The head's white, and then the yellow on his stomach. I like the white. I think it looks really good.
The white does pop pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about it I don't like. I look at it and I'm like, I just don't like this design.
I will say that I do like it because it is a little bit awkward.
Okay.
I think that's cute for me personally. But
yeah. So
where's your ranking for him?
Well, so I personally have him in D tier.
Ooh.
I have him in D tier. So for just because you have him in B tier,
C?
I think we go top C right now.
Yeah.
Throw him in there and
let's do that.
And then let's see, what did we just do?
Pig?
We did Tepig.
I think he's cute. I think he's cool. It's good we're going with the first form because I do not like the rest of his forms at all. But I do like Tepig. I think he's like top of C. Or ahead of Chikorita because I'm not a huge Chikorita fan, but you know, this is in B, but
yeah, Chikorita for me is a little bit higher than where I think it is, but I do think that Tepig's definitely a bit ahead of most of the C tier we got. So I would say either bottom of B tier or top of C tier.
We have quite a few in B, so let's go top of C right now.
Top of C for now. Okay. Then it looks like we're gonna hit the next gen. So we're into Gen 6.
Gen 6.
We got Fennekin.
Let me get a better look at this guy. Yeah, I mean, he's cute.
No real attachment for you?
No real attachment, unfortunately, to the games or anything. The problem is, like, I know I shouldn't be thinking of his final form, but his final form just ruins everything that I, like, think that he could be from this first form. Like, oh, man, like, if he was a new Mon and I saw him, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, he might be a Foxfire guy. Like, that's really cool. But then they made him all awkward and, like, he's got that big bulbous butt.
So, here's the... He's super cute in this first form. Mm-hmm. Super cute. And I think that if it was... Like, if I didn't know what he was going to turn into, like you were saying, he would be higher for sure.
Yeah.
I'm worried, like, when you do the Gen 9 guys, which we'll get to, that they're going to be something like this, where I really like the
first form, and then it just gets really bad. But for at least... For this, just if I'm just basing off the first form, I like it. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I would say it's... For me, the bottom of B, top of C kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, knowing what happens with him, it does make it a little bit harder to grade him like that.
Mm-hmm. Not actually put into account. I will agree. He's top of C. We can put him there because that's where he deserves to be. It's just whenever I see him, I see Braxton, man. I'm just like, get out of here.
All right, maybe another one we're going to disagree with. Froakie.
Froakie, man. I like Froakie. I like the frogs. I think they're cool. He just seems like he'd be like hopping around from like pedal to pedal on the water, you know, just kind of quiet, but at the same time, just like really agile. And I like that aesthetic. Mm-hmm. I think that he would be above Chikorita.
So I wouldn't have him above Chikorita. I also, he's a little bit better than Oshawott for me. And
okay.
He's a little bit better than Snivy. But I do think for me personally, he'd be behind like Tepig. But since we're doing it together right now,
I think that's a good spot.
You think
behind Tepig, yeah, because I think Tepig's cool.
Okay, then let's get into Chespin. Chespin is that the little guy's name?
I don't know who this guy is. He's like a little otter with a hat on, and I don't like that he's wearing a beanie because he's a Pokemon.
Is he an otter or is he like a? Maybe he's an otter. I don't know.
A mole, maybe.
He might be like a mole or something. That's
he's like a little grass mole dude with a beanie on. You know, not my thing. I would probably put him in bottom of C tier.
So he's definitely a D tier guy for me.
Oh yeah, get him down there, dude.
Dude in D tier? Okay.
Yeah.
For all you guys that like him, I'm sorry, but
yeah, sorry, he's not my favorite.
I don't like him. I don't like what he turns into. But even just him, not my thing.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, these are just our personal opinions.
Yep.
And we would like to hear your guys' opinions too. You know, let us know. Like,
that's
how
we get wrong?
Idea.
How do we get wrong? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay, well let's move into Popplio.
Popplio, I find him annoying in the anime, and I just don't really like him a whole lot. He's probably a D for me.
He's a D for me. They're both trash. Okay, let's go to the next gen. Gen 8. Grooky.
Oh, we aren't there yet. We got Litten.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got Rowlet and Litten.
Litten, the crazy kitten. Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do Litten. That's fine.
Litten is awesome. He's really cool. I think he's B tier. He's a little fire cat.
I agree. I would have him probably a little bit above Chimchar. Yeah. He's in that range, I think.
I think he's above Mudkip.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I like that.
We got Rowlet.
He's just a little circle owl. I think owl as a Pokemon is a super cool idea, and they could have done this like so well.
He's really popular with a lot of people. A lot of people
really?
love him. A lot of people love him.
He is kind of funny in the anime, and he has some charm. But like his design is like a circle, like a beach ball with a bow tie on. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of a D for me. His personality would put him top of D for me because I like him in the anime. I think he's funny.
I think we throw him in the bottom of C tier. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I do like him better than both the other two on D tier. Mm-hmm. And I think he's maybe right around that.
Yeah, he deserves more respect with his personality.
I think he's bottom of C. We'll put him in bottom of C, but he's not great.
All right.
All right, now we're going to Gen 8. Grooky.
Grooky's cool, man. I like him. Out of all of the the starters from this newer generation. I liked him, and I liked the bunny. What was his name?
Scorbunny.
I like Scorbunny. Not a huge Sobble fan.
So
I'm a music guy, so I like Grooky.
Can we throw Sobble right now into D? Because I don't like Sobble.
Get him out of there, dude.
Because
he's just a crybaby.
Just not for me, and I think, just not a fan. Don't really like the design. Don't really like the personality. Just.
I think Grooky is top of C or bottom of B.
So I think Grooky, I'd put him right behind Tepig. I think he's cool, and I like what he evolves into more than Tepig.
Like just first forms.
Just in the first forms, I kind of think I would put him right in there. But we can put him at top of C. We'll do that for now.
Okay.
We got one more Scorbunny.
Scorbunny. I think he is ahead of Oshawott for me.
Yeah,
I think that's a good spot for Scorbunny, right in front of Oshawott. C tier.
Okay, let's go to now the newest guys. What everybody's been waiting for. Gen 9.
Gen 9. All cool mons, in my opinion.
Well, the thing is where they're going to go. That's going to determine probably some of this, but as they are right now. How do you rank them?
Oh, man.
Let's start with Fuecoco.
Fuecoco, he's probably my personal least favorite out of these three. He's still cool. I still like him. I would put him... But I'd probably put him in the C tier for me, man. Like, I think he's cool, but he's not as cool as some of the other Pokemon.
So, I think he's up there... personally, for me, he's in A tier. He's with Piplup, he's with Charmander. I find him... he's a little more going on than either of those two, but he's got that, like, kind of charm that reminds me of the early gens. So I would have him A. So we can put him in the between. We'll put him somewhere in the B tier.
Okay, yeah. I think he's cool. I do.
We'll put him where you want to put him in here. Just kind of in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, behind Mudkip. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's go on to Quacksley.
Quacksley's awesome. He's a duck, which is hilarious in itself. And he's kind of derpy in a good way, which I like. I could see him turning into something really cool if they do it the right way. He's B tier for me, but probably upper B tier.
So Quacksley is probably my second favorite starter of all time.
No way.
I like Squirtle the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Quacksley... Again, we'll see what happens with when it's formed, but just how he is right now, I would put him in S tier.
Dang.
So we can put him in the middle. We'll put him in the bottom of A for right now.
Okay.
I think that for how we're ranking him, we'll put him there.
Yeah.
And then we get into the Sprigatito.
Sprigatito, I like him a lot, man. I think if Quacksley's up in A, then Sprigatito deserves to be up in A as well. He's really cool. He's got eyes that pop. He's just like a little grass cat. I can just see him snuggling next to me, so I like him a lot.
So he's probably a little bit below Fuecoco, but he's still A tier for me. He's cute. I think he has a really good opportunity to come with his final form, one of the best ones of the three.
Yeah.
As he is right now, he's probably my least favorite, but they're all right up towards the top. This gen, to me, goes back to the first few gens where they were, like, amazing.
Yeah, simple but cute and really cool.
Yeah.
They could do some really cool stuff when they evolve him. They could make him, like, a saber tooth. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
With, like, some flowers, like, growing off. Like, not too much, but, like, off the back of his, like, elbows and stuff. And
I think they can, like I said, if we're doing with the other forms what they think they could be, I think he's even higher. But as of the first forms,
yeah, that's what we're doing.
We'll put him into A right now, and since you have him in A, I have him in A.
Bottom of A.
Do you think something like
that?
Yeah,
he's above Quacksley for me. Personally.
For me, he's not. But for how we're ranking this right now, I think this is fair. This is our list, you guys. Let us know what we did wrong, why we did it wrong, what you had here, what. If you like Popplio and you're like, you guys are morons, let us know. But is there anything right now that obviously there's a couple things we would disagree on, but is there anything right now you're looking at that like, oh, we gotta change this?
No, I actually like the organization of what we got going on. I just think we could move some Pokemon around so there's not so many in certain tiers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably move Charmander up to S tier, or either Charmander, Cyndaquil, or Totodile. Maybe Piplup. One of them should be S tier for me, I think.
Well, I know here's the hard part, right? Because for me it'd be Totodile. For you it'd probably be Charmander or Cyndaquil, right?
But I still like Totodile a lot, and I think that he could be up there.
Yeah, I think that again this is the tough part where we could move one of them, but we'd have to figure out what we're gonna agree with to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we can leave it like this for now, and
I think we leave it like this for now, and then we can always do another one of these in the future, and
see what we think in a couple of years,
And maybe we might be doing the third forms of these guys.
Second forms, third forms.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think.
All right, you guys have a good one.